Where will the new patriarch lead the Georgian Church? The Georgian Orthodox Church has elected a new patriarch, Shio Mujiri. For this South Caucasus republic, situated at the crossroads of Europe and Asia, the choice of patriarch carries exceptional importance. The authority of the church in Georgian society remains immense. At the same time, the country is living through a difficult period of civilizational choice, deciding whether it belongs to the Eurasian sphere, associated with Russian Eurasianist doctrine and spiritual separation from the West, or to the European one. What direction will the Georgian Church, long known for its loyalty both to the authorities and to Russia, now take? This question is explored by one of Georgia's most respected experts, theologian Gocha Barnovi.
The church in Georgia has been and remains pro-Russian. Unfortunately, it has never supported either the pro-Western course of previous governments or the protests of society. According to him, the newly elected Patriarch Shio, whom he considers a Russian-backed figure, spent nearly 9 years as locum tenens of the patriarchal throne before his election, and never once defended the pro-European aspirations of the Georgian people during that period. Right now, the Georgian Church is fully aligned with the government and clearly understands what kind of government it is. So far, they are moving together and coincide in their pro-Russian policies. What will happen in a year or two is difficult to predict. But I think that once it becomes completely clear what kind of world is emerging, both Georgia's politics and the church's policy will change. That church and state in Georgia have become so intertwined that it is sometimes impossible to tell where the church ends and political power begins. We see that Ukraine is confidently advancing in this war. We see the world becoming unipolar, with the West as the dominant force. And this, of course, affects the condition of the Georgian church as well. I think that after the war, Russia's influence will weaken so significantly that the Georgian church will no longer be able to pursue such openly pro-Russian policies or so actively assist the state in implementing a pro-Russian course. In the near future, the Georgian church will not recognize the autocephalous Orthodox Church of Ukraine, and that contacts with the ecumenical Patriarchate of Constantinople will remain minimal. And this is very bad for Georgia, for the Georgian people, and for the Georgian church itself, especially because we know our own history well and went through the path of obtaining autocephaly ourselves. I have always believed and written that Georgia should have been the first church after Constantinople to recognize Ukraine's autocephaly, but unfortunately, the Georgian church is currently in this position. According to the scholar, churches are still well attended, though not as full as they once were. We will see what happens next.
Barnovi described this as a difficult moment for Georgia and its church, but expressed confidence that the time will come when Georgia returns to the path of democratization and European integration, when the government listens to its people and the church becomes freer and guides its flock responsibly.